On today's episode of the Modern Waiter podcast, we are revealing the hidden economics of all-you-can-eat buffets.
Really?
People come to an all-you-can-eat buffet with a mission.
Yeah.
They want to eat $50 worth of stuff for $25, and that seems like restaurant suicide if you think about it.
They're trying to get you, but in the end, they don't get you.
Maybe one or two people might get you.
Oh, yeah, like the Fat Boys. Remember you were watching that Fat Boys? You ever watched that?
Yeah. If you want to think about it as a casino,
Yeah.
some people are going to win, but the majority, the casinos are going to win.
Yeah.
All right? It's just rigged against you, and we're going to tell you how. First off, we have an all-you-can-eat buffet at our Sunday brunch.
Yes.
And it's a really good buffet.
It's a great buffet.
As a case study, I think it's really genius that we do this each and every Sunday. And we're going to break down to you the techniques, the tricks, and the inherent things that are working against you.
Oh, yeah.
And why most all-you-can-eat buffets will win. Mm-hmm. Let's just talk about layout. If we're talking about a casino, let's talk about the layout. If you're going to walk through a casino and you see the big old slots right on the corner and on the end, those are the tighter slots.
Yeah.
The looser ones are going to be more inside or
they're like hidden gems.
Yeah, so similar to the buffet.
Yeah.
When you first walk in,
you're seeing carbs. You're seeing something getting you full. You're seeing something that looks enticing like that because they want you to eat that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you notice, the larger plates are going to be right in front. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be right in front of what you said.
Yeah.
The rice, the pasta, the breads, the mashed potatoes with the big old spoons.
Yeah.
Loaded up. They're basically managing your real estate on the plate.
Yes.
I know as a server, you and I can carry 2 plates at once.
Of course.
So we could just fan that bad boy out.
And keep it moving.
Right.
Yes.
So you ain't getting us.
No.
And whenever I see people that they'll come into the buffet and they'll go and get the French toast right away.
Got you.
Got him.
Got you.
That's exactly what I said in my mind.
Got you. Exactly what we wanted you to do.
Yo,
you did it.
That bread is going to swell up in your stomach and fill you up. And I'll tell you why that's very important. It's a race against time, but we'll continue and then it'll come back. And so the business model does sound suicidal. Come in, all you can eat. We have a 2-hour limit.
Yeah,
okay?
which is good.
Which is good. And I'm not sure how many buffets have a limit, but it doesn't really matter because humans have a limit.
Yeah, they do. I think since COVID, they started adding limits for certain places. But most of the time, I've never really, even the buffet I go to that's not the brunch spot.
Right.
I go to one and I like it, and I'm never there for more than like 30 minutes, and I get like 2 or 3 plates, yo.
Right.
Like I have a whole system. Like we used to go to buffet together.
Yes.
We had like a system.
Mm-hmm. All you can eat buffet and a restaurant. A normal restaurant, the consumption scales.
Yeah.
And so does the profits. The more you eat, the more you have to pay for.
Yeah.
And the more the profits. Well, the consumption in an all you can eat buffet is variable. Mm-hmm. And the profit is fixed per person. But they're counting on you if you're going to be, let's say you say to me, hey, let's go to so-and-so all-you-can-eat buffet. Maybe you can crush the buffet. I can't.
Yeah.
My daughter can't. So my grandmother can't.
Yeah.
So as a full family, maybe one person.
Yeah, even if 2 out of the 6, they're still up.
They're winning.
4 people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the casino
and
analogy.
And that's the Vegas odds, yes.
Yes, without a doubt. Let's talk about, we already talked about the architecture of the filler.
Yeah.
The plate size, the spoon size, and what you see first. Because what you see first is going to really dominate what you're going to do first.
Yeah, and it's so funny because at the buffet I like to go to, even the one we used to go to when we were close. Remember, the thing I wanted first was all the way in the back, like hidden in the cut.
Yes!
Yeah. Like it almost, people didn't even know it existed. Like you had to know it was there to go get it.
And then if you're the first time, you didn't even know it was back there until like you perused. So they use the real estate to manipulate you, where you're just seeing things for the first time and you're like, all right, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that.
And it was great, yeah.
And one thing I learned from you, and we've been to buffets in Vegas together and things like that, you don't start with a plate.
No.
You walk around.
Yeah.
You walk around the entire place and see what's up.
Mm-hmm.
And then you make a plan. Okay, I'm going to hit this first. You hit the proteins first.
Yeah.
That's a smart man. I don't eat crab legs. You do. And you do crab legs after you do your favorites.
Yes. Because I'll fill up, I'll eat proteins and stuff like you're saying. Like I do like whatever protein I like. And then because crab legs to me, or even sushi or something like that, that kind of it doesn't hit my stomach.
Right.
Like, so even after I'm a little bit full, I can still eat crab legs because you're it's almost like a tedious thing. You're like, it's not like working out, but I'm breaking it down. I'm putting in work while I'm eating so I can eat more of it, if that makes sense.
No, it's 100%. But what you're doing is going to be tied into one of the things that we're going to talk about later, which is a timed thing where humans hit their limit, okay? So the real estate manipulation. Then we talked a little bit about the tool manipulation.
Yeah.
When you go to the crab legs, those tongs are small.
Yeah.
Okay? So they introduce a little bit of friction there for you to be like, all right, let me move on. That was a lot. Because I do this as well. When someone at work asks me for just orange juice, I see my coworkers grabbing the larger rocks glasses of orange juice. I give them the smaller one because a glass is a glass.
Yeah.
So in their mind, they're having a glass of orange juice. They're not having 8 ounces versus 12 ounces versus 6. They're having a glass. So it's less for me to fill up. So I was wondered, why are you giving them a big glass? They're just gonna down it, and then you're gonna have to go back anyway. But I digress. So it's all about tool manipulation, the smaller tongs for the meats, and then once you get that friction, what do you have at the carving station? My guy, my guy, the gatekeeper.
Yep.
He's there slicing,
and it's so thin. You're like, he gives you one little slice. You're like, okay, can I have one more maybe? But you're kind of afraid to ask.
Exactly, that's what they do. So that's another friction point.
Yeah.
Where if you was self-serve, you're unafraid.
You're going in.
You're going in. But when someone's standing in front of you and then they slice you and then you have to ask and then you're in line and then there's people behind you.
You're slowing down the process.
You're slowing down the process and he's slowing you down.
Yeah. Yes.
And he's doing his job as the gatekeeper.
And what's great is at the brunch, after the conversation, there's those carbs right there. Mashed potatoes.
Yes.
Sauces.
Yes.
Things that are filling cornbread. Things that are filling you up. Okay?
That's free.
Free. Okay? That's like $1 and a thing,
Yes.
Things that are filling you, but it's right there in front of you. You know what I mean? And it was right after you went, like you just said, for that nice expensive piece of meat that you got a little piece of. Okay, you got all this other filler right next to it.
Yes, it's surrounded by, like you said, the gravies and things like that. Okay, there's a hormone in your body, I forget what it's called, and it kicks in and tells the brain that I'm satiated.
Yeah, that you're full.
That I'm full. Now, that takes about, on average, 20 minutes to kick in.
Okay.
So now, once you get your carb plate, and then you say, I'm going to grab some meat, even if you start with the meat, or even if you start with the crab legs, there's a race against time. That's why...
Like with the bread thing? Remember you told a long time we were talking about bread at a restaurant when you first come in, they give you the bread?
Well, that's different. They give you the bread to prime you.
Yeah.
So then you are hungry and then you're going to eat, right? You're going to eat more and you're going to order more. Because normally you want to take your order, if you're in a regular restaurant, we're not talking about buffet, before 20 minutes if they already started eating appetizers or bread.
100%. That's
yes.
That's why I said that's what the bread thing plays, because of that. It opens up your mind, but it hasn't hit that 20 minutes yet.
Yes.
So in their mind, they're like, I'm starving now.
Yes.
Because I ate some bread, and now they want to order and order and order.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. But once you hit a certain point and they're buttering it up,
you give them too much time, they get full on the bread. Then they order less.
Yeah.
That's the key. That's why you got to get in there before.
Okay. So then flip that with the buffet. The crab legs, like you said, it takes time.
Yeah.
It takes time. So you're starting with the crab legs and you're crushed. Your body is starting to sense, if you've been eating, that, hey, I'm full. It takes 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's what we're doing with the friction, with the guy. It's slowing you down. Yeah. It's slowing you down. And then next thing you know, half hour in, you're like, ooh, I'm full. And how many times do we see that at the brunch? They come in and they're like...
Yo, they coming strong.
Yeah.
Plates are massive. They get to that second, third plate. That plate is tinier and tinier. By the time they get dessert, they're holding the two things in their hand.
Sometimes they get dessert on their first go, and that's why I feel like we're the casino.
Yeah,
because it's like we're gonna win. We're undefeated. Maybe a person or two, or sometimes those Asians come in and they do nothing but crush oysters and crab legs all day long, and they don't stop because they're racing against time and they're getting all the high value things. But literally, that's like one table.
One out of 30 tables.
Right, and I just say, oh. So I
somebody knows the formula. You just kind of applaud them like, I see you. You got the formula down.
You win.
Yeah.
You win. Here's your gold star.
I'm sitting next to you at the casino when we're playing blackjack. You got this down.
Yes. you hit on a 16. Yeah, so I don't mind. I pour the champagne. I pour the orange juice. Yeah, go ahead. That's just all filling you up. And here's the truth. Here's something that you need to know, you people, when you have like an all-you-can-eat buffet and they're serving you champagne and you go, oh, not too much orange juice, like you're getting value. That orange juice costs more
than the champagne bottle.
Yes, 100%. It's like when people can't believe that water is more expensive than gasoline.
Yeah.
When you break it down. Those are some of the tricks, and then it goes deeper. Let's talk about the kitchen economics. In a normal restaurant, there's an amount of waste that happens. If you're prepping things and it goes unsold, there's a race against the clock. You got to put them on specials. You got to move them out. Let's say you have a lunch chicken roast or whatever, and it ends up in the dinner enchiladas or whatever.
Yeah.
Restaurants are really good at repurposing
stuff. Yeah.
You know who's better at repurposing?
Buffets.
All-you-can-eat buffets, baby. All-you-can-eat buffets are the purpose.
They repurpose constantly.
Nothing goes to waste. When they're pulling back that stuff, it's going to be in the soup, or it's going to be in the stir fry, or it's going to be in any number of things. That bread you didn't eat, that's going to be in dessert. In the bread pudding. It's so efficient, it's insane.
Yeah.
So you're really squeezing every dollar out of all your food costs, whereas a restaurant might have, because they have the structure of the menu that they have to deal with, and that's where specials come in, people.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I don't even listen to your specials.
Yeah, exactly.
Spare me. Like, honest to God. When we go to the one restaurant on our boys' dinner, I listen to specials there because it's legit stuff that isn't on the menu.
Yeah.
You know, so because I know that the bison's not on the menu, so it's something else.
Yeah.
But if you have snapper on the menu and then a snapper special,
you got me.
Stay away. You didn't get me.
Yeah.
They got you.
You got you, yeah.
Yeah, so that is the chain of repurposing, and yet another win for the all-you-can-eat buffets. They also have an advantage of not being picky with produce because their stuff doesn't have to look good. You know, they're not presenting like they would a complete dish.
Yeah.
So they could go to the purveyors and buy all the ugly fruit and chop it up and put it in this and put it in that. That goes in the soup.
And it still looks great.
And it still looks great because it's deconstructed.
Yeah.
Right? So that is another thing. And here's also yet another advantage is the labor.
True.
What do you have? One server for a huge ass section?
Yeah, you can run, compared to where you're running with, multiples, like maybe you cap off at like 4 tables, maybe 5. You can run a 20 table section with 3 people.
100%.
Yeah.
Super easy.
Yeah.
Because all you're doing, we're doing all the work as the patrons.
Yeah.
We're walking around, we're serving ourselves, so you're just a glorified busser and a water filler.
Yeah. You're just making sure you got drinks in front of you and you're just keeping it moving.
Yeah.
You're pulling and you got drinks.
And then the kitchen is basically, you don't need an expo.
No.
Well, you kind of do. You just need somebody to...
That's visually walking around and checking and making sure they can be refilled.
Right.
Yes.
So you need somebody to top stuff off.
Yeah.
But in comparison to a regular restaurant, it's almost a skeleton crew. Mm-hmm. So you're saving money there in that, in that realm.
Especially for the amount of money over, when you break down the money compared to, like, let's say you were doing that same kind of busy day.
Right.
Where you have the same kind of volume, you would need twice the staff to keep up with that kind of volume.
You need bartenders.
Yeah.
You need more servers because
you need more servers. You need more everything. You
need more of everything.
And not just the front of the house, even in the back of the house. You would need more people cooking, and you'd have more people on your prep line, more people making salad, because you're just pushing out that much more stuff.
True.
If it was coming directly from the kitchen.
And a lot more pressure as well.
Yeah.
This is a known quantity. Here's the menu. This is what we're going to use. This is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Pump.
It's an assembly line. Even when you're like doing, let's say doing a small place, it's shorter, smaller menu. So it's just boop, 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 and you're just pushing it out, in and out, in and out.
Yeah. That's those are that's a high level look at how buffets really win. And your body works against you with that satiety.
You got 20
minutes before you start. And you could push past that.
Of course you can.
But we see people defeated all the time.
Yeah.
And that's why.
Yeah.
We get you.
We have that 2-hour limit. And most of them are done in an hour. Like when you're looking at,
and they're lingering just to get their
their
value
alcohol or whatever they're drinking or whatever. You know what I mean? Just to really get more value in.
And you could always fit alcohol in.
Yeah.
But then a lot of people don't drink.
True.
So these people get you on the alcohol, but then there's another. If you're underage, you can't drink, right? So we don't charge. I mean, it's a break between 6 and 12.
Yeah.
So between 12 and 21, full price, you can't drink.
Yep.
That's a win.
Yeah. Got
you.
You.
Got him. And then a lot of people, like me, you'd get me because I don't drink Bloody Marys. I'm not a big tomato person, right? And I don't like orange juice, don't like champagne. So I'd be paying for my own drinks.
Yeah.
That's another win. Then you also win by getting them into your place.
True.
At least for us. So,
because then they're going to come back for a different reason.
They're going to come back for a different reason. They're going to talk about your restaurant in a
positive light.
In a positive light.
Yeah.
And so, as we're not an all-you-can-eat buffet, but we do both. We do the all-you-can-eat buffet on a Sunday. So then we're doing all the repurposing and flowing that to
the business. Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
So that's how we win, baby.
Yeah.
If you have any surprises or anything that we missed or something that you didn't really know about, let us know in the comments. Or you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm on both at The Modern Waiter Podcast. I really respond to people. I'm very interactive. Or if you have a show idea, you can reach out to me by email. I'm themodernwaiter@gmail.com. We do the show for you each and every week. We appreciate it if you pass it on to somebody else and tell them that you listen to the Modern Waiter Podcast, and it was pretty cool. I'm Marlon Joseph, the Modern Waiter.
I'm Danny Villain. Subscribe, people.
We will see you next week.
Later.